Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about instant-based learning. It's come under Unit 5. So what do you mean by instant-based learning? Let me give some brief explanation. Later we'll go on to slides. So a machine learning system can be categorized as instant-based learning if it is the system that learned the training examples by heart and then generalized to new instances based on some similarity measures. So on the whole, instantly it is solving something and learning something new, then we can go ahead with, then we can call it as instant based learning. So especially it build a hypothesis from the training instances. So we can call this as the memory based learning, or even we can say lazy learning, because they delay processing until a new instance must be classified, because unless it is classified it's getting delayed. So the time complexity of this algorithm depends on the size of the training data. If the training data is very huge, automatically time complexity also will get increased. So each time whenever a new query is encountered, it previously stores data is examined and assigned to the target function value for the new instant. That is what happened here. Okay, so we'll see deeper in this. Yeah, as I said earlier, instant-based learning, here we have local approximation to the target function that applies in the neighborhood of the query instances. So cost of applying new instances can be high. Nearly all computation takes place at classification time. So that is one of the complexity of this algorithm. So if we take k nearest neighbors, again, we have to consider that similarly the radial basis function, it acts as a bridge between instant based learning as well as artificial neural network. So see this diagram. So as per the k nearest neighbor classification, so we have various instances. How exactly we are classifying? That is what we are discussing. As we can see in the next slide. Either we can classify the curve line. We can that is similar items can be segregated in one section. That is what we are trying to do by comparing the nearest elements. So it can be a linear function and it can be a non-linear one. That is what represents this diagram. And so what it exactly do is based instantly it will check, and earlier database also check, and based on the target value the classification happens. So for both linear and non-linear represent this diagram, you can see. Then when we talk about this k nearest neighbor algorithm, definitely we need to identify the Euclidean distance value, right? So we know the formula that is what mentioned here. So by calculating the Euclidean distance, we can able to classify. Okay, so then here mainly we need to focus on two things. One is lazy learning and another one is eager learning. So you should know what is what. So lazy learning is nothing but it stores data and postpone decision until a new query is present. Even though it takes some analysis, it will store in data, but it won't take the decision immediately. Until a new query is presented, it will postpone the decision. That is why it is a lazy learning. Whereas eager learning, what will happen is generalize beyond the training data before a new query is presented. Okay, so that is the difference. So especially when we talk about the lazy method, it is actually all about the local approximation. Whereas this eager learning, it is all about global approximation. So just keep remember those 2 points also. So that's all about instant based